Hello, everybody. Dorothy Morgan here, longtime professional astrologer. Thanks for joining me here today. We're going to talk about the astrology for Monday, May 16th. There we go. So how are you doing? How have you processed this eclipse? What was your focus? Do you do rituals? Do you do burning rituals where you write out things that you don't want and you will release? What kind of rituals do you do? You can comment and tell me below. I love to hear about that. So today we are going to talk about how I see the eclipse and what's going on, how we can use it now that the moon has moved into the sign of Sagittarius. What does that mean for the eclipse energy? I'll tell you. We'll also do our astro dice and we'll also do, it's upside down. We'll also do our cards. Okay, let's share the chart and we'll do the astrology. Terrific. Let's get started. So here is the chart. It's just for noontime, my latitude, longitude. I don't do the houses when I'm doing a general forecast like this, and I do not talk about the ascendant in the midheaven. However, around noontime every day here on the seacoast of New Hampshire, Uranus is on the midheaven. It's on an angle, and that means like right now, well, I recorded this around noontime. Anytime around noontime right now, we have the potential for sudden things to happen. That could be weather, thunderstorms, lightning. Anyways, weather astrology, another whole story. Today we have, as of just before 8 a.m. Eastern time, the moon entered the sign of Sagittarius. And so that moves us away from so much of the intensity of that Scorpio moon, that water energy of that Scorpio eclipse. Here's that eclipse right there, moon at 25 Scorpio, sun at 25, and it makes a trine aspect. This eclipse and the south node are in a trine aspect to Mars and Neptune. Let me just come back to the chart I want to use for today. And here it is right there. What does that mean? It means during the eclipse, with Mars and Neptune still coming as an applying aspect, Mars will connect with Neptune on the 18th. But generally looking at this with the eclipse, there's a lot of emotion. A lot of things are unknown that might be revealed to us, because full moons do that. They reveal to us what it is we need to see. And especially when it is with those lunar south node and the north node, the sun is with the north node, the moon is with the south node. Eclipse, that's what that is. Powerful insight into what's been going on behind the scenes or deep within you, or even hearing. You know, I talk to a lot of people, and lately I've been hearing people talk about how they've just realized, or somebody's just told them that somebody's been saying something behind their back, detrimental, very, very ugly stuff. I hear that. Or just somebody is finally just getting to recognize or realize, you know, the deep insight or the deep feelings that somebody else has had, or just a lot. We can go on. There's so much here with that eclipse in Scorpio. Let's go back to that chart with that eclipse in Scorpio, making a trine aspect to Mars and Neptune. It just, a lot of things will be revealed over the next few days. And again, how do we use it now that the moon is in Sagittarius? Well, Sagittarius is very fiery and quite active. And the truth, Sagittarius represents the truth, your authenticity, and that coming to the surface now as well. All right. So yeah, it does feel kind of yucky in a way. It just feels like there's just a lot of things in the shadows, and we're doing our own shadow work, and that stuff isn't, I mean, we always have to do it. But when it comes at us, we might not be ready for it. But when we're ready for it and we take that power back and we take that control, that is what a lot of this Scorpio energy is representing. So we're able to change and transform what's going on for you and me. All right. And over the next few hours, so the latter half, at least for the US, the latter half of May 16th, the moon and Pluto are coming together on this side of the declination. So further south, it's a south connection, and they will be parallel exact around 5 p.m. Eastern time. And so that's also another nod, if you will, towards the Scorpio eclipse. Pluto rules Scorpio, the moon and Pluto parallel is like a conjunction. So there will be coming together. So just because the eclipse was last night, or early this morning, wherever you live, we are still very much in play with that eclipse. So continue to be aware. I can stop my share now. Continue to be aware of your surroundings and the information that is coming to you. Continue to be aware of that. And when we are aware of that, then we're able to transmute it into something that's more productive, or, transmute it into, and just to release it. That's one of the biggest things that we're going to be doing with that. Always lots more on my Patreon. You're welcome to come and join us there with a small monthly fee. We're going to do the Astro Dice now. And there's always tons of free content right here. So no worries. This is my job. So you're welcome to come and support me. I don't mind that. Sessions and all those things. You know what? Let me share this real quick. I do have, this is it. See if I can share that. Yeah, there's my, this is my, I have a mentor. I do a mentor page. Here we are. It's on my website. It's on my website. So you're welcome to come and check that out if you want to. I help people put it together. There's so many automated classes out there, but there's nobody live to talk to and ask questions. And that's me. I don't have any automated classes. What do the Astro Dice want us to know? So how we use this, if you're new here, how we use these is, these are astrology dice, planet signs, houses, 12-sided. And it just, we roll them and it's just like, what does spirit want me to know? Or if you're having a question, you can ask, oh, this is very, this is very, this is pretty much kind of something that we got going on right now in the sky. This shows me Venus and Aries in the 8th house. Hey, let's get back to that chart. Look at that. They don't always coincide with what's going on in the astrology. But see, we do have Venus and Aries. It's not quite in the 8th house, but it was close. Very, very close. If I was to actually to animate this, at least for, let's get back to that. My latitude and longitude, if I was to animate this, Venus would be in the 8th house, not even 30 minutes later. What does this mean? The info for Venus in Aries for the Astro Dice. Find out where 16 degrees of Aries is for you, because that's going to mean something, because we got a double hit on it. What I love, what I value, that's Venus in Aries. I need to be very aggressive, very assertive, forward. This is what I want and what I need. It's in the 8th house, and that's the house of change and transformation. Now, this is also the area of adult content. This is also an area where if you're really sexually attracted to somebody, this is an opportunity for you. You might just say, heck with it. I'm just going to let somebody know how I feel. And, I'm going to give that a go if they agree. Now, if that's not in your realm of what's going on in your world, again, Venus and Aries in the 8th house is also on how your relationship with yourself. That's the Aries energy, and what it is you need and value. That's Venus in the 8th house. Let's change that. Let's transform that. Learn to speak up where you feel comfortable. We always have to get out of our comfort zone to do something new, but it's just saying now's the chance and now's the time for you to take a step forward in something that you've been focusing on. Again, if we were having a private session, we would have a conversation and we'd be able to be more specific. That's how astrology works. We have free will. Not everything here is meant for everybody because I'm generalizing things. All right. I'm going to pick a card, and while I'm shuffling one more time, go ahead and click that subscribe or the like button and share this content in your groups. I would love that. A lot of you have been doing that, and I thank you very much. I'm very grateful. The channel is growing. And for those who are wondering, my mom is doing much better. She's 88. Yeah, she finally caught it after 2.5 years of being careful with her. Yeah, so now she'll have natural immunity besides everything else that she's been doing. She's doing good. I myself just got freaking allergies. One of these days. Ooh, interesting card. Speaking of elders, my mom. Trust your elders. Listen to your elders. They are wise beyond your years and mine too. So we need to make sure that we do, we trust our elders the most. All right. So what's the next? What's the card that I actually picked? Spirit Keeper of the North. Now we're just getting into winter. We're just getting into, we're halfway into spring. This is a winter card, and what it represents, the Spirit Keeper of the North, that direction represents ancestors. So the elder card on one side and this one on the other have some similar information. So the Spirit Keeper of the North is about taking your time. We can do this with the Scorpio full moon too. Take your time to meditate, to contemplate, to assimilate, to bring information, and to process it. That's a piece of what that is. Watch your dreams, like what we do in the wintertime when we tend to, spend more time at home and it's darker and we just tend to, isolate ourselves in some ways, incubate those thoughts and ideas. Just so and slowly as we make it to the winter and to the light. So this is an opportunity to, if you have, a thought or a process or an idea that you're trying to manifest or process, especially now where we are in the waning lunar phase, we are in Mercury retrograde. So, and then the Mars and Neptune that are coming together in the sky over the next few days, it is a period of incubation. But that aside, the astrology in the sky is also, we're also in another area of our lives able to take some action because of that moon in Sagittarius. Take action, be your authentic you, play, excuse me, play, have fun. For breakfast. All right, I'm going to leave us with that. Again, the birds are all over the place. I'm going to get distracted soon. So we're going to end before I get too crazy over here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Blessings and have a good day. Have a great week. Namaste.